Hey everybody. So in this video here, we're going to be focusing on planning parties, selecting who to invite and why, and the best way to decide what meal to make for them. Obviously, whenever I'm deciding who to invite to a meal, mainly for me, it's like, okay, I want to progress my relationship with them, and what are the things I'm aiming to unlock? Because as we all know, if you look at my part one of the series, if you actually hit escape, go to your people, each person allows for certain things to beehive, certain things to be unlocked. And so depending on what your relationship level and what you are trying to unlock, it helps me decide, okay, who do I want to invite over? Like, say, for instance, Marigold, I can unlock a new venue. If I want to unlock, say, Orlo at level 6, I can open up a new fishing spot. So it's really based off of, for me, what I want to push towards to try to unlock to determine who I want to invite. And so once I have an idea of one, which people I want to invite, it also matters on the venue that you have available, and if you have either space to accompany them, or if you have enough food and components to make the stuff most likely that they will want. And so that's why, say for instance, I'm going to invite 3 people. One, you can come in here to your desk and hit plan shared meal. And I want to invite 3 people, so I can use, say, the Finium's rooftop. And then you can look at them and see what are the things so far that I know that they like. Obviously, I like to plan, I invite them the day before, because then in the morning, you'll know what their cravings are. So then you at least have an idea of things that you already know that they like. And so, and you also obviously you'll see your level. And so right now, she's craving, it'll be revealed tomorrow in the mail. And so, but at least here you can kind of have an idea of the types of food that you already know that they like. And so you would select them. And then, depending on, obviously you can select, whichever ones you want. You'll then hit continue to go to the next spot. And then in the morning, you would select, which I don't, it's still morning of the previous day for me. I haven't invited one. You would obviously come over to your mailbox, and you'll be able to see, based off, I can look at the archives to kind of show you. See if my most recent meal, see if I still have them in here. Yeah, right here. So, the blues are always salty. Drain slowly, obstinate pick me. So so the little teals are salty. Then we have another salty for her, and then I think it was this one right here, and then the other salty. So all 3 of them would make salty meals. So then, that makes it kind of easy for this last one. So then literally, you would just go into what you already have. So that way you know if you have enough stuff to make 3 salty meals, or if you know that you're going to have to go and maybe forage stuff for it, or have to get the ingredients for it. So obviously, as you can see here, you can see the default type of meal that they are with the symbol. You got spicy, sweet, bitter, sour. It doesn't look like, by default, none of my current recipes would be salty. And that's simple, because you can actually, based off of the ingredients or the components of things that you select, a lot of the times you can change the flavor based off of your ingredients and your seasonings. So say for instance we want to change this crispy fish, since it doesn't have any flavoring right now, since we haven't selected the custom items, we would select this guy, added our flour. The Dawn Dace will make it bitter, the gray. Then our Stone Loach will make it sour. We don't have any hearty vegetable that is salty. So since I know that I'm going to need to make something salty, what I like to do is select something that I can add seasonings to. Like this here, potatoes I can fry, so I can add seasonings to it. And I think all these here you can do the same. But also you need to look and see the stars. If you want to make it a high star food, then you can select something that you know you can change, you can add ingredients to. Like right now, see on the top right, seasonings. We should be able to add, and we want, I don't even have anything I can add salt to. I think I'm all out of salt. So, because now I've looked at it, kind of see what I have and what I can make and what I don't have, I don't have salt. So I would have to go back to the market and buy salt. And if I need 3 salts, I need at least 3 salts. Or even a bunch more salts if I'm going to have to change multiple different flavors here. Like if I have to change these carrots from sweet to salty. Or even making these 2 salty to make this salty. So you're going to have to select multiple, oh actually right here. So your wild beef will act as 1 salt. So if I were to change this one to a sweet, I just need to make 2 of these salty. So at least this would be salty. So I would just need to add salt to one of these things here. I think the fish I can fry, so I'll be able to add salt to it. So if I had salt, and if I had the ingredients, I can actually make 3 of these. And I need to make sure I at least have 3 salts. And make sure I have at least 3 of these wild beefs. So then once I do that, and if you want to know how to cook, go ahead and check out my, in this series, my video about cooking. You can look at that. We're not going to get into the actual how-tos of cooking. But once you've cooked the food of the taste that you like, then you'll be ready. And you can head back. So once you have the 3 foods, once you've gotten the ingredients for it, and once you've cooked them up, then all you need to do is, and again, you're not going to want to cook the food until the day of, at which you get the mail. And once you know what the cravings are, then you can come and check what food you have, what ingredients you have to make that food. And I usually do that in the morning. So that way I know I have the day to kind of gather the ingredients. And then once you have all your food made, then literally it's just a matter of if it's not at your home, you need to remember if you saved it to your pantry, you need to go into your meals. So I already have one salt. You can always see any existing food if you have stuff. Like I already have an existing salty meal that I can actually add to my backpack. And then and then the 2 other salty meals that I made, I can just add them to my backpack, and then take it with me. And so then you would make sure to add the meals, all of the meals, and then you'll go to whichever venue you selected. Such as for Delphi's, you would go over to Delphi's tree, which is where you would have that venue there, and then that's it. You'll go there, and the other part is that once you get there, there is a trick. That once you get there and you start, like once you have the food, you don't actually have to remember. I mean, if they had different types of tastes, you don't have to remember, oh, who wanted what. Because once you selected your food, and you have your backpack, and you drag it to your table, hover it near the person, and then above, you'll be able to see whether or not that on that little icon above them, whether or not they have a taste for that food. So that way you can move the food around, even if you've already placed it down, you can still move it. move it around until all of the people's cravings are in front of them. And if you have any questions regarding that, please feel free to leave it in the comments. If you have any requests for other videos, other how-tos that you have questions about, please again let me know in the comments, and I'll be happy to do something about it. You guys have an awesome day. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time.